The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
It's familiar, but not too familiar, but not too not familiar. It's a new craze. Hey, good girls, do you wanna just say, hey, I wanna? Just say, hey, I wanna.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to My Brother, Me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy, your middlest brother.
This is your sweet baby brother and 30 under 30 media luminary, Griffin McElroy. I don't know what the intro is going to be. It's Travis's idea.
Can you sense the hesitation in my voice and my youngest brother's voice? Because this is the source. 10 seconds before we started recording, Travis said, I've got the intro. It's not timely. It's just something I've been thinking about.
Yeah.
So we have now officially this way. We have an opener for my brother and me, and it's new experiential stand-up comedian Travis McElroy with just sort of his twisted view on things.
Is it a movie pitch, Travis? Because you legally have to tell me, or it's fucking entrapment.
No. This is so. I'm gonna say the broad scope of the intro is we can give some cooking advice because this is an advice show where we give advice, and I would say the three of us are grown adults who often do cooking, and we may give cooking advice. But the thing that directly inspired this is shortly before we began recording, I discovered that dry aged beef is just old meat, just old meat.
So this was it, and you had that thought that entered your brain, as so many thoughts do all the time. And you thought,
I want to talk about old beef.
That's old beef, a rich vein, old beef for my boys.
I want to talk about old beef. Here, when you go into a fancy restaurant and they say, this is like 6-week dry-aged beef, you think, ooh, fancy, schmancy. But that just means like we put this beef in the refrigerator and we forgot about it for a month and a half. And now we're charging you $30 extra to eat it.
If you guys remember Derek Fitzpatrick, his parents had, his mom was dry aging some beef down in the basement.
Yeah.
And I can remember being very confused by seeing this big hunk of meat just hanging from the ceiling.
Right? Were you tempted to punch it like Rocky?
It was pretty high up there. So no, but it is really weird how some food can be old and we say makes us sick. And other times the food can be old and we say it's delicious.
Griffin, do you have thoughts about old beef?
Hold on, guys. Oh, God. I'm sorry, guys. I busted my gut, and it's fucking killing me. The pain's really bad. Busted my gut talking about old beef. Oh, fuck. Oh. I need doctor. Tuck it back together. Justin gets Sydney Asker.
My brother.
Justin
I'm just saying, it's old beef. We like to call it dry. But that's like if I said, here's some dry-aged milk.
Oh, my God.
What if I said dry-aged milk, Griffin?
Justin gets Sydney. Justin gets Sydney.
Or like some dry-aged chicken. There's some dry-aged fish.
Shame on me. I mean, let me say shame on me because I was trying to help Travis carry on, but he was like, you know how with the magic trick, there's the pledge and the turn and the prestige?
Yeah.
Travis was just stuck in the pledge of comedy. He was just saying, do you see this dove? Does everybody see the dove?
Let's talk about this
I have
dove.
a dove.
This
Does
dove's
everybody
wild.
see this dove I have?
Well, okay, the mistake I made is it's if a magician.
Let's go behind the bit.
Yes, if a magician decided that their act was going to be heavily dependent on audience interaction. So it's like if the magician said, see this dove? What are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
Because I didn't so much have a prestige in mind when I thought about old beef.
I'm going to let my brother hold this dove and see if he does anything funny with it.
You take this. It's your dove now. You have to pay for dove food.
And then Griffin's yelling from the audience, doves are bullshit.
A dove's attacking me and my kids.
You guys don't want to talk about old beef?
But it's not supposed to be. Travis, you gotta have a funny thought about it.
Well, I mean, we
You
can talk
can't
about
just
sous
say this
vide, but that's
exists.
just wet beef.
It's not even observational humor, Travis. It's just observation.
Yeah. But somewhere in there, we often find the funny in things that what others might call mundane, and we make them fun-dane.
But that's your job. You
Yeah.
should have found some of the funny before you came to the table.
Well, listen, I can't always do all the work, Justin. Sometimes I need you and Griffin to help pick up the slack.
Any of the work.
Well, I planted the seed, and I need you to water it and sunshine down on it.
You planted nothing. You told me that they sell seeds at Lowe's and then ran down an alley.
That's
You
more
did
than some
nothing.
people do. I expected you, my older brother, who's always been there for me, to then go buy the seeds and then help me grow the wheat and then help
Travis,
me bake the bread.
You have just pushed us off of a bridge. And while we're falling, you are yelling down at our bodies. You're not there for me right now.
Yeah. I threw you off expecting you to fly, baby bird, and you were too afraid to spread your wings and talk about old beef. Why are you so scared, Griffin? I was ready to take the leap, by which I mean push you.
Push me off to my death.
Yeah.
Well, but I guess the difference is I jumped too, but I knew there was no cord. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I think I told you, don't look, but there's a cord.
But wait, what's that? Oh, I'm wearing a wingsuit. Now I just flew through an open window on a big boat. And I landed
What is
there.
that? But what is that a metaphor for in this scenario?
It's not a metaphor. It's a cool fucking stunt.
That is a cool stunt.
Thanks,
Travis
man.
Pastrana.
He's right.
So
This is an advice show that we have never begun well.
Old
But-
beef.
A fixed amount of time has passed that we can call an introduction, and now the real beef of the show.
Cold open,
be
more like
unveiled.
cold cuts.
You can't harken back to something that didn't work
Yeah.
the first time.
When you call back
understand, of
to a
course.
bad joke, it's just a shame reminder.
Then it's a deep cut instead of a cold cut.
Justin, hurry, please, God.
Huh? No. Now I see. This is intriguing. This
Okay.
sounds good. So some forks are better than others, right? But every time I eat, I need a fork I like to eat with. Would it be too weird to just start carrying my own fork everywhere I go? That's from Jensen at Edinburgh.
That's fucking great. That's great. This should be it. This should be it, folks.
Yeah.
I
feel like
love
this might have. Isn't this something people used to do? Like, I could see like an 18th century, dandy popping open some kind of like, like fur-lined case and
Yes.
drawing out their favorite gilded fork. That
Yeah,
definitely
their
seems like something.
Their heroin fork.
Well, yes.
We're all gonna have to start doing this with straws, right?
Yes.
So we might as well get, because paper straws, by the way, everybody, we all talked about it, and paper straws are the fuck. they are absolutely non-functional as both as a straw and as a product to save the earth, because
Yes.
I don't want to use them. They are nothing. That nobody is doing the paper straws. They're
Much like
they're not.
when you microwave a breaded product, you have about 30 seconds to use the thing before it goes
Yes.
completely bad.
Right. So those are pointless. So we all need to carry our own straws. And I think once we've made that leap, we might as well just go ahead and start carrying a whole set, right?
Yeah,
Our
right.
own private forks, our own private cleaning sort of solutions,
A knife.
a knife.
Well, that's not a knife.
Fork.
Wait, what's it? Hold on, Travis says. Oh, that's a knife. Thank you,
Yes,
Travis.
this isn't. Sorry, I had to find my knife. I left it in my other pants.
Travis was wrestling too.
Oh, can you imagine if you rolled up to go, like, all your friends went out to eat, and they all pull out their forks, and you realize you left your fork at home?
Oh, no food for you. You eat with your hands, you sloppy boy.
Oh, but then the other side of that is they pull out their forks and you pull out your fork and it's like a new cool, like you bought it at, Journeys. That's an awesome fork, my dude.
Oh my
Thanks,
God,
dude.
Travis. What a pull that was. Travis, you're on fucking fire, my man.
Thanks. I was thinking about fossil watches and it made me think of Journeys.
Do we agree with the premise of the question that cutlery choice is important?
Oh, yes.
Because I have probably thrown away more plastic forks than the earth is jazzed about because I just can't do it. I have people hand me a plastic fork, and I'm talking about the cheap ones. You can get a good one, good plastic fork, obviously, but like a bad plastic fork, I have a fixed number of meals on this earth that I get. I'm not going to sully one with a terrible fork.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so I think that it's important. I have forks at my house, guys. I'm going to tell you this.
Oh, brag.
I have forks at my house. No. This is shameful.
Oh.
I have forks at my house. They're too small, and I don't like them. They're too small for eating things really well, and I hate these forks, and I just keep shuffling them to the bottom of the silverware drawer as I dig for my choice crew.
Well, when I bought the set of silverware that we got, it came with like big fork and like, I guess, small or regular size fork and like big spoon and regular spoon. I don't use those little spoons and those little forks. I don't have time for that. I need to maximize bites.
I have, and I feel like everybody has those shame instruments that Justin has alluded to that I don't know where the fuck. I got my boys. I got my butter boys, which is what I call my butter knives that I go to when I need something to get buttered.
Yes.
But then at the bottom beneath them, almost like they're trying to hide them from me, there's like 3 or 4 butter buddies that I don't know where the fuck they came from. I got a little one that looks like it's made out of like tiger bone or something. I don't know where the fuck I got that.
Oh, yeah. I got one fork out of all of my silverware that does not match. Everything else matches. This one fork does not match. It is whatever the opposite of ergonomically designed. Like it injures my hand to hold it.
Oh,
and yet
God.
I feel like everybody in their silverware drawer has like that like weirdly fancy fork that you don't know how got in there. It's like, what's with this beautiful design and an imprint?
This fork is very ornate, the one I'm describing. It's so ornate, in fact, that it is difficult to hold on to. It's weird. There's no, where do you grip it? Where do you hold it that it doesn't feel weird? And so when that fork comes up in the rotation, this is, like your laundry day fork, like I'm so set. Sometimes I'll just like eat my salad with a knife, like Eric the Red or some shit,
That's cool. That's cool. Could we?
I like doing that too. I stab the bite of steak and then eat it that way. Like, I like that too. Sometimes I like to eat an apple like that, just cutting slices right off.
Oh yeah,
of the apple and eating them. And I pretend I'm sitting on a log.
yeah. Or maybe on a spaceship, telling stories about some kind of space war. Oh yeah.
Can we just eat with tuning fork? And everybody carries around tuning fork of a note that they like. I would go with standard A440. And every time I take a bite of my spaghetti, I give them a little, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I like that.
Since my baby left me. I wish that we could all just do the spork. Which is my hit new dance. This kids love. I wish we could just get on board with the spork. The spork doesn't go far enough. Let me hit you guys with this.
Okay.
Spork, handle sharp.
A sporf, if you will. It's all three.
Sporf. The sporf has a sharp handle that you can use to cut things with. Now, how do you I know that's hard because you can't stab them with your fork to cut them like you do usually. So you need 2 sporfs.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Okay. You're with me now. 2 sporfs.
But the problem with that arrangement is...
There's no problem.
No, there's a problem with that arrangement. The problem it could
Hold on, I'm spinning around a blackboard.
Okay.
As you can see.
Here's the problem, is that arrangement can leave me with 2 other less than ideal options, which is 2 spoons, which makes me look like a yummy child. Bring me the yogurt. I want to make a big mess. And the other option is 2 knives, which is not how you eat anything.
I've just tossed an entire bucket of water on my chalkboard. All my years of work are ruined. You're right, Griffin.
No. Griffin's wrong. Let me tell you.
It's too late. My work is gone.
Let me tell you what I like about the Sporf.
I'm going to the quad to clear my head.
You see, the spork is already an incredibly inconvenient utensil. And what you've done is said, I think I can make it more inconvenient. And I did. Listen, there's something about that I really respect. I will not use it, but I will put it into some kind of museum so that people can look at it in 200 years and say, oh, what could have been? You know what I mean? If the amount of work Justin had put towards the Sporf, if he had put that towards something like World Hunger, think about how much better the world would be instead of run by evil rhinos like it is now.
Do you ever think that you ever see like the old timey stuff people used to use? Like, we used to have like 1,000 forks, right?
Uh-huh.
We used to have like a celery fork and stuff like that. Things got out of control for a little bit.
They one time made a knife that had a divot down the middle so you could put peas in it. What's up?
Yeah, that's exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. Do you think the old-timey people ever made up diagrams and stuff like that just to try to trick us today? Like, they're going to think we actually use this stuff. This is going to be hilarious.
But that's the thing is they put these things in museums and it was like one person. They're like, oh, that guy and his weird spoons.
Like maybe the Wright brothers made the whole thing up and they're like, look at this stupid picture we made. It's just a paper. It's a paper and sticks. It didn't fly. What are you talking about?
I assume 90.
Prank.
I assume 90% of recorded history is just pranks.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Except the moon landing.
No.
That happened.
That did happen. It happened too seriously, in fact. People kept saying, hey, can we lighten it up a little?
Here's Yahoo, sent in by Graham Roebuck. Thanks, Graham. It's from Yahoo Answers user Tina, who asks, why do people name their kid Ryan?
Yes.
Now, this is not to knock our Ryan. We have where my Ryans are at.
Uh-huh.
Because I love Ryans. Ryans are
I have
great.
lots
Very
of friends who are Ryans.
Love a Ryan. I love a good Ryan. But why are people naming kids this?
Right. It's already been done.
There's been a Ryan, and we've talked about how names should be unique, like Xbox Live gamer tags.
Yes.
But so I don't necessarily want to go down that road again, but like, what is it about the baby and you see them and you say, oh, that's a Ryan. And I try to do Crocodile Dundee.
Suddenly we're stargazing.
Oh, I see.
Oh, it's fine.
Because it sounds like we have said, oh, Ryan. Oh,
Kinda
Justin.
fun.
Another great goof. Put it up in the record books.
I'm going to delist some Ryans.
Oh, okay. Justin's going to get rid of some Ryans so we can make room for Generation
I'm going to
Alpha.
delist some Ryans.
Okay.
I want to run through some Ryans, and y'all tell me if they get to stay Ryan.
Okay.
Okay.
Ryan Gosling.
Yes.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
No, you know what? I'm actually going to say no because I think he could take on another name. He could be a Ryan by
Damien.
another name.
Damien.
And we'd be like, yes.
Damien Adultduck.
Yes.
Danlin Ryan Gosling. Travis, what do you think about Ryan Reynolds? Can he stay
Oh,
Ryan?
the alliteration. It's got to stay at Ryan.
But it could
right?
also just be Ron Reynolds.
Nope, that's not Roman Reynolds.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Jack Reynolds.
No, see, that sounds-
Deadpool 2 starring Jack Reynolds.
Maybe just call him Deadpool from now on.
That's great. That's good.
how everyone sees him.
Ryan Lochte?
Fucking get him out of D-list.
We'll just call him Ryan Fuckty from now on.
Now, wait, Travis, you've stripped him of his last name. That
Yes.
doesn't make any sense.
How about Fuckty?
A lot of fucking busted Ryans
A
out
lot of
there.
bust-ass Ryans, yeah.
Hey, Nolan Ryan? I don't know if you count, but are you cool?
I don't even know.
This is there needs to be something. You know how in RPGs you can like spend a certain amount of thing to like respec your character.
Oh.
I think everyone should get that. Like, change your first name.
Well,
and
anybody-
it's super easy.
You can do that. I guess, yeah, I guess that is the thing. I imagine that the anybody can and should change their name if that's what they want to do, but it should be like Travis is suggesting. You fucking go to Naming Way and now you have a new name. It should
Or
be
you just go to
easy
like
breezy.
name.com.
There should be
you
an
type
app.
in 3 things, right? If tomorrow somebody with the first name Travis does something super heinous,
Oh yeah.
right? Then
Yeah, you
maybe
don't
like,
wanna be a Travis
ooh,
for-
Ooh, I don't want to be a Travis.
Or maybe you don't want to be a Travis for a little bit. It's
Right.
getting a little hot in this name.
Oh, just
this
like-
name's his name's getting a little hot for me. I think we're gonna let it cool off a little bit with a Dylan. I'm gonna head on over to Dylan and let Travis
Yes.
cool off of it.
Just like you can hold your mail if you're going to be out of town for a while, I should be able to hold my name.
Just hold the Travis.
Yeah, I'm not a Travis for, I'm going to say from Tuesday to next Thursday. I'm going to be Eric for a while. Just a nice, low, cool,
but Trav-
under the radar Eric.
Nah, you don't want to be Eric.
No, how about I'm going to be a Justin for a while.
Now we're
Oh,
talking.
you're welcome. There's room over here. Well, I'll be honest. Timberlake took a lot of the oxygen out of the room.
Okay.
It used to be a pretty chill scene, but Timberlake took a lot of the oxygen.
I'm going to take Griffin then, but with an E.
Now,
instead of
see,
an I
you
N.
want to be careful about that. Phonetically, it's still the same. And I was on fucking Easy Street until in like the same year, Harry Potter and Family Guy came out at the same damn time.
Oh, boy.
That's rough. A month ago, my friend came to me and asked me to write music for his lyrics so we could record an album together.
Yeah.
God, I miss being young. No one will ever do that for me. Do you know that?
Well,
I'm 38 years old. It's never going to happen. I agreed to help, and a month ago, we went into the studio to record a demo with the band. Oh, can you imagine hanging out with a band? Just being able to leave your house and go over to hang out with a band? Can you even fucking... And they discovered something tragic. My friend can't sing. He has some nice tonal qualities, but is consistently off pitch and off rhythm. He refuses to let someone else sing the songs. What do I do? How do I save all of our hard work? We record in a month. Please help.
That's from The Edge.
That's so weird.
That's fucking
The Edge would
wild
say
and
that.
mean. It's wild and mean, The Edge.
hey,
It's really nasty, The Edge.
listen.
Yeah.
I don't...
That's the problem. I am.
Question
It doesn't
asker?
sound good. Yeah.
I don't want to, we try not to be mad at the question asker. We try really no hard. When your friend came to you and said, write music for my lyrics to join a band, there wasn't a moment where you thought, I should find out if my friend can sing. Like,
Now, Travis.
Yeah?
Travis. I want you to walk a mile in those shoes. And your friend has just come to you saying, like, here's some badass lyrics. I want you to write some music for it. And then you say to them, first you must sing to me so I may steal your voice with my sea witch magic. First, whoa, hold on, buddy, my best friend since middle school. Sing for me first. I don't want to sign up for some shitty singer.
listen, I understand what you're saying, and I wouldn't do it, but now I'm thinking, like, I don't know, if somebody came to you and said, hey, let's form a band, I'll play guitar and you play keyboard, and then you got together and were like, oh, I don't know how to play guitar. Like, you would probably ask if they knew how to play guitar, right?
Oh, but this is a special case, because if you know whether or not you can play guitar.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, right.
Yes.
Your singing ability is only revealed to you when you are at a party and somebody passes you the microphone while you're playing Rock Band and you get like a fucking 41% on Suffragette City and you're like, oh shit, maybe I can't sing. Ah, beans. Thanks, Harmonix. And Harmonix is like, we got you. You suck shit. But now you know.
Maybe this is a situation where maybe it's kind of like the Hold Steady swap. You know what I'm saying about the
No.
Hold Steady? Okay, I think anybody who's ever listened to the Hold Steady and known that they're a pre-existing and well-liked band, the very first time they heard the guy sing, were like, well, this isn't right. This certainly isn't right. But then you listen enough and it's like, okay, I think I actually do like this. I've acquired a taste for this vocalist's thing, and it matches their music perfectly, and it makes perfect sense, and I'm way into it. But the first time I heard it, I thought there's been a clerical error
Yes.
in Music City.
My
at the
MP3
Music City Hall.
My MP3 got corrupted.
But
Somehow there's been an MP3 corruption at some point in the pipeline.
I would also say the counterpoint question asker, you might be missing an opportunity here, because a great example of this is like Kings of Leon, where the first couple albums of Kings of Leon I absolutely adore, and then the lead singer started taking vocal lessons and improving his voice.
Oh, you like that raw shit.
I do. I don't
Not that
care.
old beef.
Listen, it's fine. It's just a completely different sound that is very different. So maybe what your friend is offering is a unique kind of sound. Not good,
Interesting.
but unique, right? You don't want polish. You want grit.
Could get better. It's all about the potential. Bob Dylan,
Yes.
stopped the Vietnam War with his bad voice.
Uh-huh.
And but then
Yes.
he picked up that fucking axe. He plugged that shit in and really started shredding. And what did his voice do? It got much worse even still. Worse than people thought that even could be. But people seem to like this old man quite a bit.
And these days, if you go see Bob Dylan, he won't even sing the songs to you. He'll tunelessly chant them at you.
And so, like, anything goes, baby. Dylan's up there chanting for all of us. He gets a fucking negative 16% on Suffragette City, and somebody hands him a Grammy. So, like, let's do it, baby. Whatever. I can't say that kind of shit. My father-in-law will disown me.
Everybody's father will disown you.
I got a quick Yahoo here. This one's sent in by Adrian. This one's sent by Adrian Kells. It's anonymous Yahoo Answers user, who I'm going to call Bob Dylan. Asks, and it's going to get gamers in here.
Ooh,
No
finally, that demographic we've never gotten before.
No Crash Bandicoot game for PS3, PS4, or PS Vita. Why has Sony abandoned their mascot?
Well, sometimes when you get something right away, you don't have to return to it.
Huh.
I think I think they would probably love to, maybe for the last, like, I don't know, 20 years since the last Crash Bandicoot game. They've thought, what else could we do? We already had him grab the weird mangoes. He had a mask face buddy. They drove some cars, silly.
He jump on box.
He jump on box. He spin through box. He jump big gap.
Throw the apple.
Maybe he spent longer.
He's what?
Ooh, he spin longer.
Maybe he spent longer.
He jump higher.
Oh, he spends longer.
Jump higher, spend longer.
Okay.
More points per spin.
Now let's bring those jean legs up a little bit further. What do you say?
Ooh, yeah.
Let's get a little bit of that fuzzy calf on the box.
And now maybe if you don't do anything for a long time, he pulls out an iPhone.
That's funny. Maybe a nut is hanging out.
Maybe
Thank
just
you.
one fuzzy nut.
Now that's a Crash Bandicoot right there.
Hey, here's something I want you guys to think about in great detail. Can you do this for me? If Crash Bandicoot's first appearance had been without pants,
All right.
you wouldn't have noticed. But if Crash Bandicoot's next appearance was without pants, it would be all that you notice.
I mean,
isn't that strange?
yes, absolutely. Now, let me inverse that, Justin. If his first appearance had been without pants, and then his second game, he had been wearing pants, would that retroactively weird you out about the first game?
It's a very good question. He's not wearing a shirt, so we already know this is one rude dude.
Yes.
With piles of two.
Piles of it. An overload of it, some might say.
I can probably walk you through the exact design process of our beloved man Crash Bandicoot. And it was that they made this game for PlayStation, and PlayStation was like, we love this. And they were like, this is the mascot now. What do you call him? And he didn't have pants, and they were like, we call him Brown Sonic. And they were like, oh shit, we're gonna need to mix this up. What's in right now? Jinko jeans. We're off to the races.
Yes. Was there ever a moment where he would use his wallet chain to smash boxes?
No, the wallet chain was always decorative. And non-existent, perhaps. Does he have a wallet chain?
Ah, man, I can't not pick. I don't think he did, but it's hard
I
for me
see
to
what you're
not
saying, though,
picture.
Travis. When you do try to visualize him in your mind's eye, the wallet chain is there before those textures pop in before anything else does.
Because I think he's wearing I'm not looking at a picture of Crash Bandicoot. I think he's
this
wearing
is cool.
fingerless gloves, Jinko
Yes.
jeans,
Yes.
and a wallet chain, and
Big
maybe
shoes.
some like Converse shoes.
Converse shoes, tribal sleeve tats.
Yeah, and like a weirdly placed ear piercing, like not where anyone would have a piercing.
Right on the tip.
Everyone, draw Crash Bandicoot from memory. Right now, draw Crash Bandicoot from memory and just tweet them at
Travis.
Nope.
Travis.
Hold on,
Travis.
I got stuff to do.
Everyone, draw Crash Bandicoot from memory and tweet it at Obama, please.
No, don't. Justin, this is going to be a thing. This is going to be the thing that gets you kicked off Twitter.
I
and
think
us
he
on
would
the podcast.
appreciate it. I think he would appreciate it. I think he's OG gamer. I think he'd be like, oh, that's my man Crash Bandicoot. He's probably
Someone's drawn him from memory.
I bet he's playing Crash Bandicoot right now. If you were a retired president, wouldn't you play Crash Bandicoot?
Probably. And I've just revised it. Tweet it at Travis and Barack Obama.
Yeah, together in one tweet.
And then that way, they can spend a little bit of time together in a weird Twitter space.
Yeah. Finally, we'll have something to talk about at our weekly luncheons.
You and I have something to talk about right now, Travis.
Oh, what's that?
The money's in.
Let me tell you about Squarespace.
Yes.
Please.
I love this thing. Squarespace is like a magic button on the internet that you push and a website comes out. There it is. I've got one. It's called buttercupisaverygoodgirl.com, and it's a website dedicated to my dog. Now, should I make lilyisAverygoodgirl.com to celebrate my other dog? Yes, I should, but Justin owns it and won't give it to me because he's my older brother. But you...
That'll be for the series finale.
Yeah, it will be a very dramatic episode. Now, here's the thing. You can use it to showcase your work, to blog or publish content, to sell products and services of all kind, and more. And here's the best thing. Here's what I love about Squarespace. You don't have to know anything about building websites because they have beautiful, customizable templates created by world-class designers that are optimized for mobile viewing. It's a new way to buy domains and choose over 200 extensions. You can do that right through Squarespace. And it has built-in search engine optimization and 24/7 award-winning customer support. It's really user-friendly. Build you a website in no time. That's what I always say. So go to squarespace.com/mybrother for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code MYBROTHER, all one word, to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Stitch Fix.
Whoa.
Yep.
Imagine me busting out of a box.
Okay.
Hold on, no, wait. I'm in a box and I'm talking to you about Stitch Fix. This is the scene.
You don't sound like you're in a box.
Personal style is like a fingerprint. Everyone has their own.
Griffin, get out of the box.
Stop, wait, hold on. Whatever your style, the expert stylists at Stitch Fix are ready to help you express yourself. I'm gonna bust out of the Stitch Fix box wearing all my new clothes.
Oh no, I'm sitting on the box.
I can't. It's getting a little hard to breathe in here, so I'm just gonna bust out and tell everybody Stitch Fix.
I'm still sitting on it. Stitch Fix is an online personal styling service that delivers your favorite clothes brands right to your door.
Trav, I'm
Tickets.
wearing all the clothes at once. It's really hot.
To get started, go to stitchfix.com/mybrother. Answer some questions about your preferred style
There's
and
a
your
snake
personal.
Okay, now there's a snake in here.
Answer some questions
Now
about your
there's a
preferred
snake in
style
here, and I don't think Stitch Fix put the snake in. I don't think they send you snakes.
and your personal shopper will ship you a box full of clothes, shoes, and accessories. There's no commitment required, and you only pay for what you keep.
Fuck!
Shipping, exchanges, and returns are always free, and the $20 styling fee is applied towards anything you keep from your box. Now, Justin, what can people do to capitalize on this great offer?
So right now they're going to go to stitchfix.com/mybrother and they'll get an extra 25% off when you keep everything in your box. That's stitchfix.com/mybrother, stitchfix.com/mybrother.
And I walk out of the closet. The Prestige.
Oh, you were in the... Wait, what?
Yeah, I did a teleport.
Hi, I'm Dave,
Hi, I'm Graham.
and we're two house DJs who have been trapped inside our drum machine.
We love it here, and we'd love if you stopped by and visited us every week on Stop Podcasting Yourself.
Here on MaximumFun.org.
We're just a couple of doofuses from Canada.
And listen to our show or perish. Stop podcasting yourself.
On MaximumFun.org.
What is that?
I want a munch.
Squad.
I want a munch.
Squad.
God.
I'm getting a little jazzier with it these
Okay.
days. This is Munch Squad. It's a podcast within a podcast, kind of winding this one down. This particular bit
You
is
say
in its
that, and then you
sunsetting
do it
phase.
every week.
It's still, it still comes out of retirement from time to time. It's sort of in a pre-retirement phase, then it'll pop back in out of retirement. But this is just a good old-fashioned press release. And the item is not that strange. And I know it's normally at the heart of the Munch Squad, but this press release was just so darn earnest. I couldn't not share it with y'all. And I also think that if you aren't aware of the brand we're talking about, it is possibly the most insane collection of words to ever form a headline in recorded history. That if you did not know the source of this information, you would be literally unable to parse this information. I'm going to put this in the Skype window without any of the other information. And Griffin, if you could just read it for me, please.
Sure, I would love to. Oh my God, this is like razzle dazzle. Like I'm trying to read it.
Yeah.
Your pie launches baked pasta nationwide.
So my pie has gained sentience and it's blasting baked pasta all across this great country.
Congratulations.
That is one interpretation.
Yeah.
Your pie is a chain that lets you make a pizza pie very fast. And it's a quick service pizza offering that you can get into. So, but they're getting in the baked pasta game. Build your own pizza brand. Your Pie has added baked pasta to the menu at its more than 65 locations nationwide. The new menu features classic pasta offerings like Zia's meatball marinara and cheesy Alfredo, as well as fan favorite items, blah, blah, blah. Quote, this one's from the president, Drew French. As the world's first fast casual pizza franchise, innovation has always been part of the Your Pie DNA. More than 10 years later, we've never stopped challenging ourselves to improve, invent, and evolve. We developed our pasta menu in response to guest and store feedback, and we look forward to seeing how it amplifies the Your Pie experience, both in stores and within our catering offerings. So I want to dig into one thing that they said is based on guest and store feedback. So basically, this person is in your pizza restaurant and they're eating their fast casual pie, and they say, "I wish this was spaghetti." Hello,
one piece of feedback.
Can you get a manager for me? Someone high up enough that they could get this feedback back to corporate. But I wish this pizza was spaghetti.
Listen, I don't know how to say this to you because it's going to seem like it's coming out of nowhere. I'm enjoying this pizza that I requested all the individual pieces of. But is there a way? Is there a universe in which instead of being pizza, it was baked pasta? Then I think it would be perfect.
I wish you'd let me drive a pasta car in the same way that I'm driving this pizza here.
This is a quote from Pat Landon, who's a franchise owner in Augusta, Georgia. We're excited to offer guests yet another fresh, great tasting menu option. As one of the first Your Pie groups to begin carrying pasta, we got to see firsthand our guests' excitement at having a new build your own experience.
Daddy, it! Just like I requested, Daddy.
It's here. The Your Pie is doing pasta now, just like we asked for.
You guys want to hear the saddest sentence in the English language?
Yes.
Yep.
My wife and I have had a lot of fun crafting our own custom pasta creations.
Oh, goodness.
Like spicy buffalo chicken, chicken cordon bleu, and veggie extravaganza.
Finally, the romance is back. We're making love like never before. We're making love in pasta.
This
Hey, Carol, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, Dan, that was fucking fun.
Let's do it 2 more times.
That was so fucking fun when you put the spaghetti sauce on there with all the spaghetti and shit. It was so fucking fun.
No one else could have thought of chicken cordon bleu pasta, Dan. You've done it again. Now come over here and kiss me, you animal.
That fucking veggie bonanza got my dick rock hard. Let's get home to our marital bed.
Here's the great thing. They're crafting these custom pasta creations, so this is his name for them. He came up with these names because they're his custom creations. So he ate this and he said, "You know what, Carol? I'm going to call this one Veggie Extravaganza." She said, "You fucking animal, take me right now." That's such a funny fucking name, dude. Is it because of all the vegetables? Yes, Carol, that's right. Got me. That's exactly why I called it that.
I love you more now than when I met you over a pizza that we made together. Only now do I see the true you deep in the pasta.
So spicy buffalo chicken, chicken corn blue, and veggie extravaganza. At your pie, it's about everyone getting to enjoy exactly what they want with no need to compromise or sacrifice. You'll never need to sacrifice it.
We won't judge you for any of your dark pasta desires here. All are welcome.
Our new pasta offering supports that experience.
Human flesh.
Plus, it's perfect for catering.
How could you do catering? A bulk order that matches everyone's pasta desires.
Infinite catering. This is one last quote from French. At your pie, we believe that food can be fresh, fast, delicious, and experiential.
Ooh.
We want to be the go-to fast casual restaurant where families, friends, colleagues, and groups who we have to assume are neither friends, family, or colleagues, just gatherings, random samplings of humans can gather, dine, and create shareable moments. When we began this journey, we offered guests a new way to experience pizza.
Great.
Now we're excited to introduce a new way to experience your pie. You know, traditional oven-baked pasta like Italy has never done. In 60 seconds, like Italy does.
How about a question?
Yes. Earlier tonight, I went to a housewarming party for a friend expecting a fun night of casual conversation. Lots of alcohol. And maybe that's italicized and underlined and bolded. So this person really lots of
Loves
alcohol.
to party.
Loves to party. And maybe a trip to the club. What I did not expect was to be greeted by my friend at the door in a very not throwing a party clothes and informed that the party I spent hours preparing for is actually tomorrow night. To make matters worse, instead of turning around and running away as fast as I could, I spent the next 10 minutes trying to make awkward small talk with them after they invited me into their house. I told them I would go to the party for real tomorrow, but right now that's the last thing I want to do. Brother, should I go to the party tomorrow night, or should I stay at home and try to pretend the whole thing never happened? That's from Party Too Hardy in the PNW.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm sorry. I know this is too late, but you just shouldn't have left.
Oh.
You should have showed up a day early, and when they're like, oh, it's not until tomorrow, I'd be like, I know.
I
Let's
know.
kick it.
Let's start
I came-
decorating.
Let's put up the streamers.
Someone needs to hide the unleavened bread. The afikomen. Let's start. You gotta find a good spot for. I'm imagining it's a Passover rager. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
This is a shitty. Being inside the house for 10 minutes is probably the worst nightmare I'm gonna have today. That scene.
Oh, yeah.
That scene's probably the worst.
You should have
today.
crossed.
Yeah.
You crossing the threshold is the worst mistake anyone
Right.
in human history has ever made. It is unfathomable to me that you would cross across that door jam. Unthinkable.
Especially since that and everything about this question, without any other detail, lets me know that you are not close enough with this friend for it to
Oh, it
not
sucks.
be weird, right?
No,
like, I
the
have
party-
friends. Yes, I have friends that if this happened, it would be like, haha, what a funny thing. Yeah, we'll hang out for a while and I'll be back tomorrow. This ain't that. The fact that you got ready, went to their house, like if that were me, I could see that being like, well, check mark. I've committed my social time. I went to the, oh no, there is no party tonight.
God.
What have I done?
There is no relief in my life greater than dreading about going to the social function I'm going to that evening, and then finally like getting there and being like, okay, it's here. And sometimes most of the time it's fun, and I'm like, oh, okay, I got over the dread of that. And it was work. It was work amping up the courage to actually attend this event. And then you get there and get told that was for nothing. And then you have to do it again tomorrow. I do not think I could go to the party.
Okay, so let's flip this around, right? Let's look at it from the point of view of the party thrower. Do you think they'll come back? Because if it was me and they didn't show up the second time, I think it would be hard for me not to be like, well, yeah, like they were already here. Like, I get it.
I think
What's the line? Let me ask you this. What is the line that would have gotten you? They open the door. They say the party is tomorrow. What is the lie that you tell in that moment that can get you out of that situation scot-free. Because it ain't, I thought it was today.
No.
Because that's the truth.
Not good. That's the truth, and that's not a lie. And that's never helped anybody.
Right.
Well, how about this? Well, I'm all booked up tomorrow, so I thought, why not get it in today? And then just start asking for them to put out some crudité and some snacks and, stay for an hour. And then
Start calling your friends.
Start calling your friends and go, oh, I got to go. And then head out and thank them for a lovely time.
Very bad. Griffin.
Okay.
Say you just drove there from the hospital and you needed to know what the shortest route from their house to the hospital is, because you just like to know, and that this was a dry run practice in case things are bad at the party tomorrow.
I feel like that still makes you have to go to the party the next day.
Well, you want to go to the party
go to
the
the
next day
party.
because you wanted to go. You want to make it okay for you to go to the party.
I don't think that's the problem. I don't think it's about being embarrassed. I think it's about as Griffin has alluded, the amount of mental preparedness, the psyching up one has to do to convince yourself to leave the house to go to a thing. But if we're dealing with the embarrassment, I think maybe you get there and you say, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't allergic to your new house.
Possible
Okay,
answer.
I have a lot of allergies.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm allergic to the following: pine, carpets,
Bad paint.
ceiling fans.
Fritos.
Ugly curtains.
Now, if you want me to come to the party tomorrow, I'm going to need you to tear that down, rip that up. Maybe there's hardwood under there. You don't know, as long as it's not pine.
Maybe there's Fritos. Question masker, are you sure the party's tomorrow?
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Are you sure? Are you really? When you heard about this party, did you maybe overhear about this party? Is that possible?
Oh.
Are you sure it's tomorrow?
Here's what you're going to do.
Okay.
You're going to show up. They're going to say party's tomorrow. You're going to say, oh, okay. 10 minutes later, ding dong, it's you again. You say, it's tomorrow. They're like, no, it's not. They're like, well, who's supposed to know? And then you never have to go back.
Oh, that's great. Or what you could do is they say, it's tomorrow, and you say, okay, and then you go to their outdoor fuse box and you shut off the power to their house, and then you turn it back on, and all the clocks are going to be fucked up at that point, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you come in and you say, now you don't know what time it is. Let me in. I'll eat up all the cheese that you got on your shelf.
Okay, you show up, right? They say the party's tomorrow night. You say, oh, dang. You go home. Then you wait 48 hours and you return to their home. And they say the party was last night. And you say, oh, dang. And then you never get invited to a party ever again. And you never have to worry about leaving your home.
You could also just say, hey, party's tomorrow. And you say, now, what is Tom Orrow?
Who is Tom Orrow?
Can you explain Tom Orrow to me? And you have to basically be 11
Yes.
from the show, from the hit Netflix drama Stranger Things.
You could also just say it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Are you
and walk in.
suggesting that in Stranger Things, the first time it got dark and then bright again, 11 was like, what the fuck is happening?
Well, she hadn't been outside,
Yeah,
Justin.
did you watch
Do you
the
think she
fucking
was just
show?
like, oh, this is probably when the sun goes down and comes back up?
So just when I was
Come
telling you
on.
all about all my fan theories and you were like, said you were really deeply invested, was that just bullshit to you or what's up, man?
I thought you cared.
I thought you gave a shit about me and all my great Stranger Things fan theories.
Because a lot
I
of
just
Griffin's
didn't
theories have to do with 11 being afraid of the big burning ball in the sky.
Right.
I didn't listen that closely because Griffin's fan theories conflict with my self-published novella, and so I was worried that the two continuities couldn't simultaneously exist.
Yes. Your novella, Strangest Things.
Here's a guy, Yahoo, sent in by Zoe Kinski. Climb that ladder. Thank you, Zoe. It's anonymous. No, they are not anonymous. They're AFR Prince 77 asks, if Superman is invulnerable, does that go for his private parts too?
Huh. Well, huh.
Is it the okay, let's talk about this. I shoot the bullet at Superman because I fucking hate that guy.
Yes.
Yep.
And it bounces off of him, no harm done. Is that because of his skin? Or is it because the muscles underneath are fucking super, super strong? Or is it he's got good, powerful skin? Because that's what we're talking about. Because guess what? His genitals does not have a bunch of strong pectoral muscles behind him. Or maybe they do. I've never... DC is too chicken shit to show that what it is. Because maybe he does have big pectoral muscles behind his wiener. I don't know.
He's got a big muscly wiener.
Who knows? Who knows? They won't show it.
And now here's the thing. What we're really, and I might be getting my verbiage wrong here, but I think it's the difference between invincible and invulnerable. Like he cannot be, like blood cannot be, his skin cannot be pierced. But I imagine, you see him getting in fights with like the big bad guys with like Doomsday and stuff, and he gets hurt, and he's like, "Ow, that hurt." He's not just like, So if maybe
Doomsday's only punching him in the genitals and the butthole in his open mouth.
If Doomsday punches Superman in his super nards, is he like, "Ow"? Does he say "ow"? Like maybe it won't kill him, but does he say "ow"?
He's "ow, punch me a few more times there, my butthole and open mouth, and I'm gonna die.
Ow, that hurts so much. Listen, I'm not gonna bleed from it or anything, like I won't bruise, but ow.
Oh, fuck, you just punched my open eye. That's no good.
Yeah, you poked me in the eyeball. Ow.
What is it Jim Croce said? You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't punch Superman in his exposed butthole.
Maybe that's his one weak spot. No one's tried shooting him in the butthole.
No one's tried shooting his open mouth, I think. Try it, Lex. Give it a go, Lex.
Maybe that's like where Lex Luthor draws the line. He's like, listen, I'm an evil villain, but even I wouldn't shoot someone in the butthole.
Oh,
Come
my
on.
God. I'm just now thinking about it. Superman teams up with Extreme Restraints. Gets things to plug in all the precious holes.
Oh, now he's safe.
That can be hurt by Doomsday, and now he's safe.
Puts a cage around his dick.
Yeah.
Some kind of lead-lined cage.
That's great, so he can't see his own stuff.
So he can't see his own wiener.
I mean, if my wiener had pectoral muscles in and around it, I would be pretty distracted by that dang thing as well.
Indeed.
I don't know what you expected to get when you pledged an hour of your time to listen to this podcast, but I bet Ways to Kill Superman wasn't on the list.
And a lot of talk about his butthole.
A lot of talk about
fucking
S-Man's
bring it on,
butthole.
man. Batman versus Superman versus Griffin. Dawn of Justice again.
Because Batman's butthole is weak. I mean,
all of Batman is weak. All of Batman's skin is like Superman's inside of his cheeks skin. I'll fuck that guy up.
But I bet Batman has made Alfred kick him in the balls a lot of times just to toughen him up. That seems like something crazy Batman would do, right? Of just kick me again, Alfred. I need calluses.
Well, that's going to do it for us here on My Brother, and Me. I really appreciate you, everything you've done for us. And
Lucius, I need extra padding in the butthole and like more padding. People keep going for the butthole, Lucius.
More, Lucius. I'll tell you when to stop.
More padding,
okay,
Lucius.
well, this is the end of the podcast.
I need 6 inches of padding between the bad guys and my genitals.
Yeah, I know it looks like I have a big full diaper. I know.
But it's way better than getting shot in the butthole, Lucius. Trust me.
But anyway, it's my brother,
maybe
my
just
brother,
around
me.
the whole, maybe just waist down, all 6 inches of Kevlar.
Do you want to buy some merchandise? Well, we have it for you at McElroymerch.com. You can find all our merchandise. We got a great job polo hat that you can buy. And the proceeds are going to go to the Northern Manhattan Arts Alliance. So that's cool.
And there's still some tickets available for our upcoming Washington, D.C. shows, but it's really limited. So go to McElroy.family and click on tours, and you can get those tickets as well as tickets for everything else. We added another Brooklyn show. We added a Milwaukee show. Go get tickets.
We got us and our dad wrote a Marvel comic book called Journey into Mystery. It's technically War of the Realms Journey into Mystery, which is a pretty nerdy title now that I think about it. But they just released a trade paperback of it this week. You can get it at Barnes & Noble and Amazon if you want to read it. It's a self-contained story. You don't need to know anything else. And hope you like it.
Thanks
also,
to John.
Dad.
Fuck.
Dad and I are going to be at New York Comic Con. We'll be posting schedules and stuff soon. But if you're going to be at New York Comic Con, plan on seeing us.
Thanks to John Roderick and the Long Winters for use of our theme song. It's a departure off the album Putting the Days to Bed. If you want to know where to find that album, get it. And find it and get it. And thank you to Maximum Fun for having us on the network. Great shows there like Beef and Dairy Network and Stop Podcasting Yourself and a whole bunch more at MaximumFun.org. Should we end it?
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Final Yahoo is sent in by several people. Thanks, everyone. It's an anonymous Yahoo Answers user who I'm going to call, I'll still Bob Dylan asks, why can't humans love on the moon?
My name is Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
This has been my brother, and me. Kiss your dad square on the lips.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture. Artist owned.
Listener supported.
Hi, I'm Joe Firestone.
And I'm Manolo Moreno.
And we're the hosts of Dr. Game Show, which is a podcast where we play games submitted by listeners regardless of quality or content, with in-studio guests and callers from all over the world.
And you can win a custom
A
magnet.
custom magnet.
Subscribe now to make sure you get our next episode.
What's an example of a game, Manolo?
Pokemon medication.
How do you play that?
You have to guess if something's a Pokemon name or a medication.
Medication?
First-time listener, if you want to listen to episode highlights and also know how to participate, follow Dr. Game Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
We'd love to hear
Yeah,
from you.
it's really fun.
For the whole family. We'll be every other Wednesday starting March 13th, and we're coming to Max Fun!
Snorlax.
Pokemon?
Yes.
Nice.